what's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole.
Miami Hurricanes.
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
It's the roll up, it's the vibes, it's no cap on Sundays, and we are here to, repent for our lives, man. I'm kicking it with the illest. Larry and CJ, what it do?
Hey, man, I'm here, ready to apologize.
You had a bye week, bro.
No, to y'all. I had them boys covering. I had to see a little something first. They had like 30, was it 33? Something like that.
We had covering. Oh, you picked Middle Tennessee as well, right? Yeah, man.
No, Eastern Washington, man. Same caliber program.
Oh.
Nah, come on.
Yeah, what was the score of y'all game? I ain't even, bro. I was out being a family game.
Oh, you talking about him? I don't know. What was y'all score?
Yeah.
52-17. They tried to backdoor cover, but we jumped out too far ahead for them to do that, man. Welcome, man. We fresh off of, this is the beginning of Skid Row. We called this shit Skid Row. Me and Larry Young said y'all can go on a 3-game skid. Florida State came out, man. I thought they played an okay second half, but I also thought that Wake Forest took their foot off the gas a little bit. But they jumped out to a crazy lead, 28-7 or some shit like that. After you guys had the first lead, 7-0.
Correct.
Yeah,
man. So, and I'm gonna get into it more in depth on the big show regards to my game recap because it's a lot of shit to talk about, man. But overall, man, it was just undisciplined football, lackluster. They came out no effort. Blame coaches and players. Well, I blame the coaches for as far as the demeanor and the lackluster effort, and also just missing plays when plays was given there. Bad football penalties, some bad calls on defense and offense, in my opinion. It was just bad football. But like I say, 28-7. Pretty much that was the score of the first half because they scored the opening drive of the first half, or the second half. Excuse me.
That's Mike bad. Mike got a mean script.
No, I was talking about them. Yeah, that's one thing you can't talk about. That Mike does have a pretty good when it comes to the play sheet. He had a pretty good script in the first drive. That first drive it was butter.
Just keep doing it over and over.
For us. Right, script out the whole damn game, right? But at some point in time, teams adjusting things like that, but
change the order of it a little bit.
Yeah, same plays.
Script the second half. But yeah, so it was basically 28-7 first half because I'm going to count their second half opening drive touchdown to the first half, but then we held them to 10 points after that. Pretty much 10 points the entire second half, with 3 points if you exclude that opening drive touchdown. It was just too much, man. Offense was damn near wasn't even in the stadium. They disappeared for like a quarter and a half to 2 quarters. Shit was just not. Yeah.
What do you attribute that to? What do you attribute to the offense kind of disappearing? Because it looked like you guys moved the ball a little bit, but just was stalling on drives.
Just not being prepared, undisciplined football. So, say for instance, we had to drive to Pokey Wilson, the throw to Pokey Wilson, where he gets the ball way down to the 5. And we get a holding call on Darius Washington, and now it's 2nd and 20 on like the 35-40. We was first and goal on the 5. We scored a touchdown there. That game is totally different. It's a 1-score game. We got to stop on that next drive, and then that following drive, we scored a touchdown, which would have been the tying score instead of the score that put us behind one score. So yeah, just undisciplined football. When we got our chances to make plays, offensive line was pretty much dreadful. Darius Washington had a bad game. Jackson Turntime had a pretty bad game. The 2 tackles pretty much, it was just bad all around. We need to get healthier front on both sides of the football. Defensive tackles. I don't want to ramble too long because it's a lot of show to talk about. I'm going to do it on the big show. But defensive tackles, I lied about them all season. Well, I said they was the best unit on the team, but it's clear that Fabian Lovett is probably the best defender on our team by far. Like it's not even close to difference. It shit is night and day as far as how stout we were up front on the defensive line from when he was in the game. Those first 2 games against LSU, and of course, it was the first game against LSU. We'll just put it that way. Against LSU versus the rest of the games we've seen so far, it's just soft within the interior. I think the defensive tackles that we have in rotation are good currently for backup roles, but to have X amount of snaps and maximum snaps starter starter snaps, so to speak. They're just not ready for that at all. Fabian Lovett is night and day the difference between him being in the lineup and him being out the lineup, and also Jared Verse. Like the shit is night and day in regards to Jared Verse. He wasn't even supposed to play in yesterday's game. They wanted to hold him out until next week, but we got behind so bad and wasn't getting the pass rush on, wasn't getting any pressure on Sam Hartman. They put him in the game just because of that. I had a stat right here about it. Excuse me. Yeah, but it was just crazy in regards to that. It was a lot of stuff in regards to the pass rush. He played like 20 snaps in the entire game. He was our leading sack leader. He was our leading QB hurry leader as well. He had 3 QB hurries and 1 sack within like 20 something snaps, and he still hurt. So it's just glaring in regards to the difference between having our 2 best defensive linemen out and Fabian Lovett and Jared Verse out.
I mean, did you expect? Go ahead, Larry.
No, I was just saying y'all got a tackle named Turn Time.
Yeah, Jackson
Turnstile.
Yeah, I'm about to say that sounds incredibly too close to Turnstile. I wouldn't like that at all.
Yeah, Turn Time. That's the guy from South Carolina that we got in all season.
Yeah, he looked like a turnstile. They was getting some nice pressure up front, man. I was surprised by Wake Forest's ability to get a little pressure.
Yeah, because like I said,
run the ball did an excellent job.
Robert Scar's a left tackle.
How they run the ball.
That's another thing. I got an issue with that. We didn't run the ball enough, and when we did run the ball, it was pretty effective. And we got to smash them in the mouth, like run downhill, stop with the cute shit, the counters pulling, and all that stuff. We had a size advantage against Wake Forest defensive line. Pound them, run. Put your shoulder pads on them and lean on those guys a little bit, which we could have did, and we did that. We showed it. We just didn't do it enough. Now, granted, we did get behind, and Jordan had to toss it around a little bit more, but it's some shit I would like to see from Mike differently in regards to that play call. Shout out to the super chat real quick. What we got? My dog Ant busy at work, so I can't watch the live. But CJ, we still got 4 of them things. Go knows. Glad the Kush out survived the storm.
He said got 4 of them things, man.
What's 4?
Wins.
4 wins, man. 4 wins.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, y'all started week 0. I forgot.
Now you thought you guys should, and they pretty much ran the strategy what you thought they should do to scheme defensively, sitting too high at the safeties and see if these guys can run the ball on you. I thought they was able to run the ball.
That's the bullshit part about it. Like it showed me that in Louisville showed it as well. But the tackles they're weak in the inside. Simple as that. They're just not ready for this type of level of play in regards to being a starter and being the guy. You get them in limited snaps in the rotation, then they can be effective with Fabian Lovett and also Robert Cooper. We got to call him out, man. He's been pretty much non-existent. He's one of our senior guys, one of our leaders on the defense. He's been pretty much non-existent. So you got to question, hell, is his success predicated on Fabian Lovett, being as dominant as he is on the inside? So that's another question we gotta address. But they had like 171 rushing yards. Wake Forest did, which is the most they've had all season, aside from their week 1 game, which was a cupcake against the FCS. So that's unacceptable. And I'm gonna definitely speak about this a little bit further in the big show. I think we're doing Jamie Robinson a disservice in regards to the scheme. So just having him sit too deep, deep and playing cover 4 shell, so to speak, is pretty much it's not using him to the best of his ability. It's pretty much taking him out of the game. And he's our best defender on the field with Lovett out, and it's not showing because we're not using him how we should do it as far as being effective to the game. Just being deep and taking out of the play, it's not helping us at all.
Well, you think Fuller scared the boys to walk down and not be able to cover the deep ball? Why you think they playing them so deep like that? That's
the thing. Wade didn't even. That's a good ass question. We've been doing it all season. Something that Fuller definitely has to address and answer. But brother, Wake ain't even take too many deep shots. They had 234 passing yards.
That mesh was killing y'all, man. What do you think about your linebacker play? I think Deloach had a good game, but what do you think about your linebacker play handling that slow mesh?
Nah, they struggled definitely. Deloach had a pretty good game. Bethune, he struggled a little bit with it. And Deloach, he struggled with some of the passing concepts in regards to who to pick and who not to pick. It was a running back in the flats that he should have went to, but instead he carried the slant, and that went for like 30, 40 yards up the field. That's probably the biggest gain in the air, just a simple swing pass to the running back. But that's another thing. Got to get healthy, man. Bethune is hurt. He's been favoring his shoulder since the Louisville game. Hasn't been the same player that we pretty much seen the first couple of weeks. We just got to get healthy, man. But yeah, he's hurt. Got to get healthy. But yeah, we did struggle with the slow mesh, and that's a good thing. We don't see that shit again. And that's why you got to have disruptive defensive tackles. If you have disruptive defensive tackles, that shit's dead in the water, right? If you have defensive tackles that can dominate the guard, the center, They can't walk that shit up and down in regards to the slow mesh because the defensive tackle's right in your lap. So
I'm gonna be honest with you, watching that shit happen, I'm frustrated. No, it ain't. As a defensive guy, I'm like,
no,
man,
defensive guy is frustrated, but that offense is nice. That's the thing, man. Like,
they did it against Clemson. Well,
so if you do run up on this, the linebackers can't run up on it because if you do, he's going to pull that shit and
pull it out.
And throw the sling right
your
behind.
defensive tackles got to be disruptive.
Exactly,
man.
they have to.
They had, and credit to Wake Forest, they had the same success against Clemson, doing a lot of the mesh concepts. It was holding up quite a bit, and they was able to run.
Yeah, they said more success.
They put up. I think he put up like 5 touchdowns or something crazy. He went
touchdowns passing.
I think it's one of them things that name another team in the country that does it.
Nah, no one. That's what I think. That's all I'm saying. I think they probably had one of the best offenses in the ACC. And I picked them to score 28 points. They scored 31. So I'm more so frustrated with our offense in regards to them boys is not getting shit going at all and having 2 drives within the red zone, no points at all, field goal kicking is still atrocious. Like it's a lot of shit we got to unravel. But that's the thing. Wake Forest is terrible. And Wake Forest is a good football team. I'm saying all this like we still, as bad as we played, there was still the opportunity to win that fucking game. Like that third down. I ain't even gonna get on money downs and get off the field. That shit was terrible. We can't. The last drive when they went up 10, the motherfuckers had an 18-play drive, and there was multiple 18 fucking players in one drive, and there was multiple chances to get off the field, third down, fourth down, and it was just we wouldn't make.
Your man got it. Your man got mouse, man. Oh my god, I was like, yeah, this shit. I lost my
religion in the fucking stands with that shit. So that could have been a pick or at least a pass breakup, and we get the ball with like 6 minutes left to try to go ahead and score. So as bad as we played, and I'm not taking shit away from Wake Forest, I think they're a really good football team. We still have opportunities to win that damn game. So they got a lot to clean up.
Y'all were disrespectful to them people. Y'all told them people they were scared to come down here because of the storm, and he was making excuses and shit. Man, took that shit personal, man.
We had another super chat. Shout out.
The fans showed up too. Go ahead, bro.
The homie Terrible Takes, aka B Diddy. He just wanted to say what's up, CJ. Laughing face, crying, laughing face, crying, laughing face.
Is it Mr.
It ain't no biased Brax.
Right. If it ain't the most biased person we know is himself.
Shout out to Brax, man.
What's good, Brax?
Good love, little bro. But you gonna make a Florida clip.
Oh yeah,
you gonna make it soon.
Well, Pete, that's like, hold up, bro. Them boys, they had 2 losses and a shaky one against USF, and I ain't see that one clip. As soon as they thought he was 0-0 for us, boy, not even 5 minutes after the game, boy, I'm getting a damn. Don't get me wrong, but be consistent, bro.
I told you I need some UF help around here, man. Harlan was giving all the breakdowns of Florida State. He had a lot of shit going on. I'm like, God damn, boy, you got this shit lined up for Florida State shit, don't you?
That's a fact.
Now, I've been noticed Brax was doing that, but if y'all ain't gonna say nothing, I wasn't gonna say nothing. You feel me?
If you notice, you know it's real. I'm like, hold up, bro. Like this girl, I ain't see shit from down Florida.
I just embrace that type of shit, so it's fun to me.
Nah, it's cool, bro. When it coming from the
but if I call you out,
then we got to be consistent with it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I wasn't gonna say damn thing, man.
Nah, you weren't supposed to.
Already.
We got anybody today?
Yeah, I think we got friend of the show, co-host damn near D-Rob hanging in the chambers. What you thought about? I thought Johnny Wilson should have been targeted more. That's one thing I thought my man Norvell missed on.
Yeah, Johnny Wilson and Michael Pittman pretty much did what they wanted to.
Pittman had a great game.
Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns. That goes to show like our receivers are probably our best offensively. It's crazy to say this, but they've been pretty much the most consistent, our best unit on offense all year.
I brought the dunk out, man.
Brought the dunk out. And I told you, I said the previous show, every game we had a new leading receiver. And Michael Pittman, this the 5th game, he was the 5th one in regards to being a leading receiver. So every game we had a new leading receiver. The receivers are doing their thing. We just got to, the rest of the offense, like the offensive line specifically, we got to step it up. And Trav, he has to be better. Trav had a pretty good game, but it could have been a lot better. He missed some throws, he missed some reads, and also I think the pressure was getting to him a little bit as well. D-Rod, what's good, bro?
What's going on, fellas?
Chilling.
You cooling, man. Talk to me, man. You showed up before I did, man. How you feeling? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Harlan shot me the link, so I was gonna pull up.
Now we missed you last week, man. Miami had the upset of the damn year in the Big 3. We know already, right? So we missed you last week, but you here, man, to atone for your absence. So how you feeling, man, about that? First of all, before we move on to Florida State, I know you got some shit to get off. How you feel about that? Middle Tennessee.
Obviously, it was disappointing. You know what I'm saying? You never want to lose that type of game. But remember when I said after I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I said, man, you can't take none of these group of 5 teams for granted
You
no more.
said that shit.
I
You
said
said
they
it.
ready to play. They say they got
That's crazy. You did say
transfer
that.
players coming in. I said they got 5-year players. Bro, they say the quarterback is like 24, 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? Granted,
You
we
sound like
still
Sam
shouldn't have.
Hartman.
Yeah, granted, we still shouldn't have lost the game, but it is what it is, man.
Now
It's
y'all
game
want
4
birth
in year
certificates.
1. Yeah, no, I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
I heard it. So I was
now
like, what the hell?
now they the parents at the park want to see birth certificates, man.
Yeah, hey. But check this out
I
though,
want to
like
see
it
his
just
because he was so small. I can't believe he was 25.
yeah. But see, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just stuff that we got to clean up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, it ain't nowhere to go but up from here. You know, they'll
You
learn
got
from
that
it.
right.
They have, yeah. I mean, if you really like, look,
That
Mario
is
ain't
rock
did no
bottom.
interviews. He ain't do no interviews. He ain't
Nah,
reported.
hey,
You ain't heard nothing from practice.
hold on,
You
hold
ain't
on,
hear
hold on.
nothing, man.
He ducking
I think they
smoke though.
focused.
Because that was his
Focus.
birthday.
Yeah.
Y'all
It was
gotta
his
bother me on my
birthday.
birthday, man.
Yeah.
Y'all not gonna bother me
I
on
ain't
my
no
birthday.
bird.
He did his job. He did the post game interview. He did his post game interview, and that's all he really, you know what I'm saying, he's entitled to do. Everything else, ain't nobody been posting nothing on Twitter. Ain't nobody really been doing that. So hopefully them boys in the lab, man,
Man, that boy
they trying to
face
get
stank
better.
in the city, man. His face stank in the
No,
city. He hiding, man.
no,
Yeah, that
Cut
shit
it
ain't
out,
clean,
man.
boy. That
listen,
shit dirty right now.
That shit
He
dirty,
probably
man.
listen. He didn't got. I know he didn't got some phone calls from former players and a lot of people probably in his ear. But I think it's gonna get corrected, man, bro. We in year 1, game 4. Like let's, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all had 12 in no
It's
group
gonna be
chats and
straight,
shit,
bro.
man.
We need
No,
we need
I
Michael
never said
Irvin on
that.
staff.
I said,
That's what we
listen,
need.
I said 9. I said possibly 9. I said 9. 'Cause I thought Texas A&M was gonna be a loss. Clemson was gonna be a loss, and it was probably one game that we probably was gonna lose. It was like,
So you
damn, it
think
was a close one.
y'all went out aside from Clemson?
Say it again.
So you think y'all win out? Y'all went out the rest of y'all games aside from the Clemson?
I
Y'all
mean,
lose
to
one
be
game the
honest,
rest of the year.
how this shit looking, bro? Like, I don't see why not. I don't see why we couldn't.
Nah, this shit looking bad, but y'all looking the baddest of this shit.
Yeah, but we have not. But listen, we have not started ACC play yet. Now these
That's
games,
the bad thing.
That's
about
the
to count.
bad thing, bro.
I know. So hopefully we can get it fixed before that started. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
I hate
I
to
still
agree with
think
these two
Clemson.
assholes.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, but I would rather
Texas
listen.
A&M got whooped. That Texas A&M lost a little worse. I mean, well, Texas
Yeah,
A&M
that
lost
shit
a
bro,
little
that
worse
shit
than
look
worse.
terrible. That shit look terrible. That shit look terrible. It do. It ain't, bro. It ain't. I ain't making no excuses for none of that
A&M
shit.
got spanked
We point
yesterday.
blank just lost.
Yeah,
Yes, they got, bro. They got
crazy.
Okay,
Mississippi
that's
State
what I thought. I can't remember.
smacked them. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. So we just need to get that shit fixed, bro. Like that's all. Ain't nothing
That's
else to
it.
it.
I mean,
Just
I do
fix it.
agree with that. I try not to compare, matchups to matchups. Just like everybody going crazy about Georgia, Missouri. Georgia didn't look good. Now watch Missouri go lose again, and Georgia smack somebody up the next week. So I mean, you just got to kind of take it week by week.
With Georgia,
I think you saw some deficiencies.
But see what
2 weeks in a row, Georgia started slow. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree there. Yeah,
it's a little pause of concern. I still think they like number 1 or 2 in the country. You know what I'm saying? But that's a kink in that armor for sure.
Yeah, I don't think they really got up to play. As you can look, bro, Missouri was whooping them boys on offensive line and defensive line. They was murdering them boys out there. But them athletes, like you said, how you recruit, you know what I'm saying, can really offset a whole lot of that. They was able to pull it out. So,
well, that was our problem. See, the attitude wasn't there. Our athletes should have just eventually took over that game. And it just
Nah. But y'all, them boys running by y'all and shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. It just shouldn't have happened like that, though.
But that's where in the coach. That's where it's on Steele. Steele should have made an adjustment. We can't go, man. When Buddy out here running probably 4-2-4-3, just blowing by shit. Hey, well, play him in the zone. You know what I'm saying? But I think he was just stubborn and kept trying to do the same thing, and it bit him in the ass. So you just got to fix that shit. That's all.
Before we move on to Florida State, what do you feel about your offensive coordinator, man? What's up with Gattis?
He needs to really he's the wide receiver coach. He's not the quarterback coach, but he needs to at practice get with TVD and see what can he do to help him. Granted, a lot of that
You don't think they did that yet?
it's half and half. Nah, I don't think so. Honestly, no, I don't think so.
I think it's been more
Because
so
for one,
this is my system.
Gaddis is upstairs. Gaddis is upstairs. You know what I'm saying? He in the booth, so he not on the field. So when TVD come off the field, like he ain't having that one-on-one time with him, and you know what I'm saying, whatever, trying to see what he thinking or what he looking at.
He on the phone.
It just
they on the phone.
yeah, man. That phone, man. Phone call ain't nothing. A phone call is different than being in person.
I don't know. I seen
you know when you got somebody
the other week that went viral, man, and you could read his lips. He said, "Do your
but that
job."
but that quarterback,
he felt that shit.
Yeah, he did, but he still didn't really do. He didn't have a good game even after that. He really didn't. If you look at the stats, he really did. I got you. Yeah, I got you. So for me, I want the face to face. You know what I'm saying? Conversation. Like I know you hear me, but motherfucker, are you listening? Do you understand? Because you get on the phone and be like, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, okay, all right, hang up, and you can still, you know what I'm saying? It could be like whatever.
The plays are ass, man. The concepts.
Yeah, they're not executing. I mean, they're not executing, bro. Like you can see it. It's no execution.
I hate the fucking Ravens.
It's a combination of it all. I don't
want
want
to go.
Hold on, CJ. You know I'm a Bills fan, so what just happened? I don't know.
Now y'all driving. It's 2020, man, with 2 minutes left, and y'all in our red zone.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. All right.
We had
anyway,
these bitches 20-3, bro. Go ahead.
Bro, y'all had a 23, but I turned the game. I folded my computer, bro.
I didn't know because
wait for the show.
Shit, man, we did the same shit against the fucking Dolphins, man.
Yeah, I won't get. I mean, like I said, I won't be too redundant with us. I think Gattis said he's a guy that adjusted to his talent. He's gonna have to do that, and some of the talent's got to adjust to him. They got to meet in the middle somewhere. There's some packages I just don't want to see no more. I'm over the whole like all these trips packages. They just seem completely useless. You know, and even a lot of the 2 tight end sets, the way they're running them, I don't like them either. So
is Arroyo hurt?
You know, get in the lab, like you said, get in the lab. You got 2 weeks.
That's the word. The word is Arroyo might
figure it out.
Be out for the
we
year.
Can't keep hiring a new offensive coordinator every year, a new defensive coordinator. It's just we got to get this thing together. There's talent around. Whether Gattis was calling plays, wherever he was, he still had a pretty good tutelage. I think he has the ability. And when I watched, because I watched shout out Steve-O, I watched the 365 Canes info breakdown. There was a lot of plays that were just left out there. He just not making a proper read. So let's just get it together. That's all. I don't have us at 9-3 no more. I got us 8-4. And we'll see how it shake out ultimately in the end. And I can live with 8-4 first year. You know, I still don't think it's great, but just gotta figure it out.
That's big. If Arroyo's out for the season, what did that leave you guys?
Where did you get that? Because I saw that. I didn't know who you was talking about.
So somebody, you know, screenshots get sent. Supposedly, I think he got hurt in practice or something like that. So he might be out for the year. They haven't announced it yet, but supposedly they're saying Skinner getting a whole lot of PT. So I mean, we're gonna see. He needs to be out there.
I mean, he got to obviously develop more physically. Yeah, because I saw that Arroyo news, but I didn't see it nowhere. Because they're not letting the media have like any access.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. Well, I hope that ain't true. We'll see shortly. That's the other thing, man. Field got to step up too. All that mustache shit ain't about nothing. All these hurt players.
Yeah, bro. That's it. I mean, that's Oregon called that shit too, man. When them soft tissue tears follow you from school to school, that's something you gotta watch out for. Muschamp had that shit.
I got to investigate that. You know, I mean, the intensity, yeah, you seem cool and fun, but I got way too many guys hurt very early in the season. He talking about guys that was really Jalen Knight. Jalen Knight ain't getting a whole bunch of play. He ain't getting a lot of burn. Like, no, it's too early for all this. So
that's a lot of.
Hopefully these 2 weeks, man, they get healthy.
From Western Kentucky to South Florida, Oregon to Florida State.
Yeah, I'm definitely. That's definitely a room I'm looking at as well. I think. I thought we got whipped in that game in the trenches in a way that I just didn't think is acceptable regardless. And I want to look at the strength and conditioning staff in that regard as well. So
it's a badass mustache, though.
Oh, yeah, nice. I always wish I could grow one of those.
Think he teased it?
Yeah, I'll curl it up like a week, and then I just go get on my nerves.
You put one of them Jerry curl rollers on it, man. Where you at, man? How you feel about November 5th with Florida State, D-Rob? After you seen,
I still feel good.
You still feel good?
I still feel good, man. I mean, it's a rivalry game thing. You know how rivalry games go. One team could be sorry as we can see what happened last year. One team was sorry as fuck. One team was a whole lot better, and the team that was sorry as fuck pulled out the win.
Who was a whole lot better?
Seen it. Us?
You know what it was.
We was a whole lot better than y'all.
Know what it was.
Y'all weren't.
I ain't even step in the stadium. That's the first time I never went to Cali ain't go in.
We was 7-5. We didn't play the bowl game because of COVID.
Right. So y'all 7-5 in the weak ass Coastal. Like, bro, y'all won that.
Yeah, you was 5-7.
Correct. We were. What's the difference between that Atlantic versus the Coastal?
One is a losing record, one's a winning record. Next question.
You think that's good?
I mean, the winner of the Coastal, the winner of the ACC came out the Coastal.
Your record says you are now. I mean,
it's a 75. Good. Y'all want to go.
Y'all was national champs.
Listen, 75 is not good, but it's better than 5-7.
Yes, it is.
I don't care. Y'all wouldn't be running shit on the Coastal either. Stop that. Y'all haven't looked
good.
That's a
fucking lie.
It wouldn't matter what side you was on. You just
haven't looked like a good football. We won more than 5 games in the Coast. I promise you that.
No, you can't promise that because you couldn't play that, and you haven't been very good in the last few years.
I promise you that, and you guys aren't either. You guys.
How you gonna promise?
We shit talking. We shit
because
talking.
we ain't done it either. We beat y'all.
X and O wise, how y'all feel? How you feel your secondary lines up with Florida State's receiving corps?
X and O wise.
Your defense, yeah.
You broke up just a second.
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing you said.
My bad. X and O wise, how do you guys feel like you line up, like defensively versus Florida State offense? Those receivers, we just seen some boys from Middle Tennessee State.
Hey, that's just some lunch, boy.
Listen, like I ain't gonna. Mike Norvell. When it comes to the, I'm gonna tell you.
I promise you that. I bet y'all receiver was a lot better.
I will give Mike Norvell the opening drive and the opening drive in the second half.
The opening drive.
Anything in between that shit,
Tennessee horse, bro. That literal Pegasus they got all the way to that game. I hope they're gonna win it for you.
Bethune Cookman did y'all. Southern Miss did y'all. What do you mean?
They did what?
Going on top? Yeah.
No, Bethune didn't go up top. No, they did not.
That's a lie.
No, they did not.
That following day, man. Some of my concerns with Bethune had some long passes up top. That is a lie. Bethune did go on top of y'all. That is a fact.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Please pull the clip.
I give you that. It don't even matter because, like you said, it's been
signs that D-Rob. It's been signs of piss poor secondary shit. And I've been telling y'all, man. Then Middle Tennessee State came in and put y'all weak ass to sleep, man. 98 yards. That's
if DJ Ivy don't play another, snap, I'm
play in front of him.
I know.
At this point, honestly, let one of them young boys get in there and let them learn, man. Like at some point, Ivy, he's a practice All-American. Keep telling y'all, some of these motherfuckers are practice All-Americans, bro. They do all this shit in practice. But when the big game, this is like the third regime.
Everybody can't be lying on the man. Everybody can't be lying, man.
But what if this? What if he's the best y'all got? What if that's the case?
I don't think he's the best we got. Athletically, I think Graves is better. But they're not giving the young boy a chance. I think they probably trying to let him learn the defense more. I think he's better. The kid Jaden Harris, he's better. I think he's better. The only one I think that needs some work is Rogers. You know, Rogers, he still had that ACL injury, so he probably still coming back from that. But I think it's better cover corners on the team, man. We just grabbed the kid from West Virginia. I mean, we grabbing that guy that's better cover corners, but I think that they just.
So peep this out. Y'all said 3 regimes, right? 3 regimes.
Mm-hmm.
3 regimes see them motherfuckers every day in practice, right? The same corners y'all talk about. They see them same cats in practice every practice, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker the best y'all got, bro.
But hold on, wait, no, CJ, hold on, but wait though.
This motherfucker's the best y'all got.
Listen, against A&M, Ivy had a great game against A&M. He looked real good against A&M. So at that point, it's like, okay. So at that point, it's
garbage,
like, okay, he must have turned the corner.
Y'all keep talking about any positivity from A&M is a negative. Ain't nothing positive from that game, man. I told y'all, bro. Y'all had that moral.
I'm not hanging my
that team is a terrible football team, man.
Man,
Now,
him playing that game, we thought he turned the corner. Then he put up that shit against Middle Tennessee. So it's like when the depth chart come out next week or whenever the case may be, if one come out, then we'll know where we at.
I mean, I get that as fans feel like, you know, this guy's better than that. I get that, I understand that, but I'm telling you, like, if you have 3 different damn regimes saying the same thing every damn day.
But I think I'm not arguing against that.
He's not even a smart veteran, man. How you be getting beat like that and fake a hamstring, man?
Yeah.
What's up?
I think there are guys that just happen to be practice all-stars. I think that happens in programs all around the country. And what you doing with that NFL alumni shirt on, dog?
Because CJ, let me
that man told you don't wear that no more.
I know, bro. He told me. But no, Harlem made me change, though, bro. So I had another shirt on. Harlem made me change. I see this shirt, so let me wear this shit just to be damn funny.
So let me give you a quick example. Cristobal came probably a couple weeks back. Cristobal, he did not a post game, but he did like some interview, whatever, and they asked him about different players on the team. He said Wesley. He said Wesley Vicente. He said, man, that kid is explosive. He's fast. He's this. I just need him to learn the defense. So a lot of these kids are better than what we putting out there. It's just that they want them to learn the defense of what's going on. That's a prime example.
I understand that, but if I'm getting my ass whooped, though,
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that after this game, we should see.
They gave younger players some opportunities in that Middle Tennessee State game, and they got their ass beat. I mean, that was just the truth of it. And that's part of what I saw, especially in the secondary. It was the same thing we were dealing with in the last coaching staff. A lot of lack of communication. These guys are, a guy will tell, like on play where I forget who it was, they got burnt straight down, and he told them, like, back up, fall back. He didn't do it. And it's like, okay, well then you just got burnt. But the guy told you what to do. Things of that, it's just things like that just got to get fixed. Ain't but 10 people in the field at the stadium, right? He could have heard me tell him, hey man, back off. These things got to get fixed. The biggest thing I took away from that loss was like it's just still a lot of soft shit in there, and I just got to weed it out. It's cool.
Yep.
It's cool. Gilbert Fryson, the biggest dog out there, and he don't play. And I really thought, especially when he looked in the spring, Gill should be seeing way more reps. But I ain't on the staff, so. But he's the only person I saw in that game that gave a shit about losing.
Was that on Jordan Travis?
Only one.
That's Jordan Travis' son.
I'll take Fryson in a hand-to-hand combat.
Is that Jordan Travis' son?
Your son ain't supposed to be able to whoop you.
See, the staff know what they're doing. The staff may know what they're doing. The staff may know what they're doing. Keep that motherfucker on the bench.
Give me Gill in the fade.
Because I didn't see that shit live in action, boy. Please, staff, listen to Larry on the Brave Fryson back on the damn rotation, please. Please.
At least he give a shit. At least he give a shit, but your son ain't supposed to be able to whoop your ass. And I know he can whoop his ass.
How you know that?
Look like
yeah. Come on, man. We know Chance ain't fighting that, man.
Out here.
Shit jump off. He's gonna be the one that's like, what
I'm
happened?
the only red warrior I believe in.
5'6". I like
me and the Rock.
But I ain't gotta worry about that. He beat his ass on the field. That's all that matters.
That's what it is. I like it. Anyways,
Larry,
shit.
Larry, why you think Fryson tougher?
He dark skinned. Racism.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
That's colorism at its finest.
That's so crazy.
He's bigger than him for real, honestly. I just think if I was just eyeballing in the fight, I'd be like, yeah, give me
I don't know that he is. Man. Trav ain't a small guy.
Nah, Gil's pretty big though. I think Gil probably got him by about 10, 15.
He about 220.
Yeah, Gil like 6'2", about 220. He about 6'2",
yeah, something like that.
Trav 6'1", 210. So he ain't no.
He just look leaner. I think is what it is.
Yeah, he do. Yeah.
Even with him adding on the weight, his muscle looked like more.
Got these boys in the square up for no good reason other than Larry.
No, because he started it. They started it on Twitter.
Yeah.
No, he started on Twitter. Trav just finished that shit.
Yeah, well, there you have it. So, and then sometimes when you can't win on the field, you got to find your W. Even if that means beating up your own fans.
Get them W in the stands, baby.
Some days you leave it, you got to find a W.
Who you got in the Florida State, North Carolina State game, D-Rock?
Cool.
Oh, you know,
Oh, I got NC State. I got NC State. I think. To be honest, I think Florida State probably gonna reel a little bit. I think they probably ain't gonna get up as we think for this NC State game because that Wake Forest game, they had a chance, but it was some opportunities that they blew. Also, it's on coaching. Some of the shit Norvell that last quarter just blew me. I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I don't know why he didn't attempt to go for the field goal then, and then you try to field goal later and still miss it.
No, you know
You
why.
don't know why.
No, but why then why try it later when you like when it's like
it was 4th and 14. You had no damn choice at that point. I mean, we only convert 4th and 14 against one team. So I mean,
the field goal shit, I get. It was some atrocious calls.
Yeah, but
don't get me wrong. Yeah, he had a bad game, top to bottom. I think Mike could have definitely been better as a play caller, but that last field goal, we ain't have no fucking choice.
I think y'all need to put like Johnny Wilson should not lead the field, bro. Like they don't need to rotate as much as they do. Johnny Wilson should not lead the field, man. Like
watching the game. No saying watching the game. He only comes down, say for instance, if you have a long damn route down the field and the ball don't get to him. Then you have a guy that'll come in for him. It's like shit like that. You have to like watch the full totality of the game, like for as far as rotation to kind of understand it. But see, CJ, even with that, then they need to give him more of a route tree. You know what I'm saying? Like majority of the time, what we seeing Wilson doing is go routes, posts. He doing, you know what I'm saying? All that.
Targets.
He can.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just give him targets.
Because
9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a catch, bro, or a PI. That's what has been happening, man. He's big ass kid, bro. I thought he should have more targets.
I agree. I can't
listen.
CJ, is it time for Mike to pass the range? Because I feel like you've been, questioning his play calling. Like, even though I think all in all, your team.
Because coming into this game, he had the best offense in the ACC, like from a number standpoint. I think it was number one.
I'm asking you, decision making though, you seem to have had issues with him.
I'm not going
the whole time. You don't think so? I think you've echoed that.
I mean, I have. I'm not saying I have. But I'm not going to say pass the reins. I'm going to critique you. I don't think he's the perfect coach or perfect play call. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's time to pass the reins. Nah, because he offensively he's had a very good year offensively as a play caller. He had a bad game yesterday.
Yeah, but I mean, what I get concerned with that is situational stuff. Because stats can sometimes lie. We all know that. Like you could.
But no, actually, I'm sorry. My bad. Kenny Dillingham actually called plays last year. He didn't even call plays last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kenny called plays last year.
I didn't know that. I thought he called them before.
Yeah, Kenny.
You just don't want to see black man call plays.
McClain,
I don't have a problem with that, bro.
Like that.
I ain't want Kenny calling.
Hey, funny story, bro. Yesterday. Real quick, DR, before you go. Funny story yesterday. My mom came by. My nephew staying with me right now. He got a little girl, so she brought my niece over, my grandniece, whatever it goes. And my mama said, "Who's those guys outside?" I said, "Mama, are they black?" Because that's the only reason you asked that question. Quit bothering black people who's outside their own damn house. We got to stop this, people.
Yeah, I
don't want to make this a heavy show, but stop that, man. Them boys live here. I walked outside. I was like, oh, yeah, my man, he from the crib. He from 305. He was from Miami. I was like, mind nothing around them people. Quit bothering people. Get in your car and go home. This must stop. I do it as a joke, but she was dead serious.
That was your PSA for the no cap show.
Yeah, no cap. Reggie Gray. Reggie, you said something else? Oh, hold on. He gave us
oh, yeah, here we go.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, my bad. We got to talking too much. You want to read it, C?
Nah, go ahead. Appreciate the donation, Reggie.
All right, Reggie said FSU is on the right path. We lack depth and have to be perfect.
Next thing you want to read it, C? Yeah, I got it.
to beat good teams. Most QBs play well against us. Me, Fabian, Lovett, and Verse. I wasn't even doing it like that, to be honest. I just doing it because it's a Florida State fan.
All right, what you got, D-Rod? Go ahead.
Hey, man, the I button is right next to the O button, man. I ain't judging.
No, you had said you want to read it, see? And then I said, yeah, nobody started. You just started reading it. I know well.
Oh, I thought you told me. Oh, my bad.
No, what I was going to say was,
man. You missed it. I'm sorry to cut you off. I can get that one off.
We got D-Rod.
No, what I was going to say was, I also think Wake Forest could have really ran it up. I think they got conservative. I think
they let off the gas.
Yeah, they let off the gas. Because A.T. Perry was doing what he wanted. Another 5'6"
Yeah,
one.
that dude that looked like Marvin Harrison.
I don't know how he slipped through the cracks, but He got off. He did what he wanted, but they had the running game going. Like they only averaged like 104 rushing yards a game as a team. So that shit was working, bro. And you know, I get it. That's why Hartman didn't put up the numbers what he usually do. You know what I'm saying? They had a running game going, so hey, why not? But I think they got a little too conservative towards the end, and you know what I'm saying? That's what kind of left Florida State.
Had the lead running game was working. But like you said, yeah, and I said this in the when we were speaking together before we brought you on, man. Like when Lovett is out, man, that shit is glaring. It's glaring. Like the defensive tackle, the defensive front is different with Verse and Lovett out. And Verse, we didn't want to play Verse this past game. We had to throw his ass enough due to the damn situation. Played like 20-some snaps, and he was our best defensive end within 20 snaps. So I do like what's the kid name from Miami? Damn, drew a damn blank.
Payton
is going to be good. He's just not ready right now fully. But Patrick Payton next year, like this, get big in the weight room, stuff like that. Patrick Payton's going to be a really good one. Just as of right now, he's just not ready to be the guy.
Let go because Jabari Ishmael, right?
Nah, we just didn't pursue him. We went after somebody else. I can't remember who it was because remember he was like towards the end. He was like late. Yeah.
So okay, I'm mixing them up. We got any more in the chamber? I don't want to keep everybody in the background if they ready.
Yeah.
We got anybody else ready?
Yeah.
This new chat. Sorry, y'all. We got.
We do, man. I think we got Ace in the chamber. Hey, D-Rod. Hey, man. Prayers up, man. You and the family, everybody, man.
Hey, thank you.
Hold it down,
you,
man.
Bro.
Also, prayers up to the Canes family, man. Condolences to y'all.
No, better holler at Unc. If y'all need counseling, come to me. I got you. I'll let you know what time it is. You got real problems.
Appreciate you, bro.
For sure.
Oh, there you go. That's what I thought I saw back there.
What's good, bro?
Welcome home, family.
CJ.
I sure hope y'all ain't signed no paperwork yet.
What's up, bro?
Come on back in, man.
Ain't nobody got no Florida State gear this Saturday, this Sunday. Oh, y'all had a bunch of fly drip, bro, after the wins, man.
I took mine in.
No.
What's good, bro? What you got, man? Talk to us.
That loss ain't humble me any, man. I'm still gonna talk my shit, man. It just
let's go.
Man, it was bad. It got better late, but overall it was a bad product all the way around, man. Terrible coaching. Just in general, Trav was inconsistent. I know they're good, but he was inconsistent. Darius Washington just had a bad day. It was bad all around, man. Greedy Vance, how do you let that pick go through your hands? It just.
Hey, remember that? Do you remember that screen pass to Lawrence for a 40 that he dropped? I say, you remember that screen pass to Lawrence toward Philly that he dropped, bro? I don't know if you saw it on TV, dog. I don't know if how it looked on TV, but in the stands, that shit was a fucking touchdown. Like that shit was clear as that, man.
Bro, he had nothing but pay dirt in front of him. Nothing but pay dirt in front of him, man. It was well blocked. Oh man. Yeah, and then what made it worse was on the pick 'em pool. I'm positive I finished last. Pretty positive I finished last for the week. So yeah, just add insult to injury, man.
Too. She started off. I picked Middle Tennessee first. She was a bad off rip for me.
We be forgetting to put our picks in. I started doing it while we actually do the show.
Yeah,
because I'm like, in 30 something, but I got like
Harlan gotta go submit my shits, man. I don't know what. I'm still in the dungeon. I'm not winning this shit at all. But how you feel about your defense, bro? I thought them boys were able to. I don't think that's a big bad offensive line. I know they old as fuck. It's a veteran team, but I don't think they have a good run attack. I was surprised how easily they were able to run the ball and get off in both phases of the game.
As far as the defense goes, I think we lack depth, particularly on the D line. I saw your tweet about the DBs, and I couldn't agree more. And then a lot of silly penalties. It wasn't a good product. Obviously, in the second half, when Jared Verse got into the game, it got a lot better. and you see his impact. But
Right.
Just in terms of recruiting, we need more pass rushers. We need more DBs. I thought our linebackers played pretty well, all things considered, but overall it just wasn't good. 31 points given up. That's never day for your defense. I don't care how, and overall it wasn't a good product.
Yeah, man. And then what blew me, like, just talk about how bad we were playing. You had that play with Trav for the first play of the damn drive. He fumbled the ball, and we give Wake Forest the ball, a very good offense in plus territory. The offense didn't do the defense any favors. Like, the defense had to make some plays got to feel like that 18-play drive. That shit's fucking egregious. Aside from the 18-play drive, I really didn't have too many issues with the defense. Because you take away the 18-play drive, it's 28 points. I picked Wake Forest to score 28 points. And if Trav don't fumble that ball right there and give those guys a short field, we pretty much gave them a touchdown in regards to that. So
y'all had some Grantham third down shit going on, man. And they was hitting on the third. They was hitting on their third downs at a high rate. So I'm just like,
couldn't get off the fucking field. Third and long, third and short, fourth. It didn't matter. Money downs were terrible all around. They were 4 for 4 on fourth down. Over 50% on third downs. Like, that's not good football.
Did I see a stat where Hartman was 100% completion on third down?
Correct.
I believe that.
Correct.
100%,
that's terrible.
Literally 100% on third down.
You can't have that, man. So that's my issue with the DBs. Even though we only gave up 234 passing yards, when he had to pass the ball, he was able to pass the ball. And we knew they were passing and that's the thing. Yeah. We knew they was passing what was coming, and we still couldn't stop that shit.
Larry, this is deja vu. When your ass is getting beat on third down that often, it's the coach, bro.
It becomes a culture.
Oh man,
no, it's the coach, man. We had a guy we called him third and Grantham, man. When you consistently getting beat and you known for getting beat on third down, I'm starting to see that shit with the third down shit on Twitter with Fuller, bro.
You can get nasty, man.
Yeah,
you can get nasty. Well, at least it's his third year. It would be crazy if y'all fire him. Can y'all afford anyone else?
Oh, this is we can afford. This is the last year of his contract, I believe. This is the last year of his contract. I know y'all giving out loans, man, but no, this is the last year of his contract. So yeah,
ain't no PPP loans over here, baby.
Oh, y'all ain't got no loans. I thought Ruel was real generous down there, man.
No PPPs, man. Everybody got.
I have it generous as hell, man. They got all them garbage players. Let me say, I'm gonna stop. I ain't gonna do that, bro. I had a good joke.
We got a super chat. You want this one, CJ?
Brandon. Shout out, appreciate donation, Brandon. Say Silk trolling FSU in the old medium hoodie at 37 years old is worse than losing to Wake Forest because it's all deserved for my crazy fan base. Yeah, bro, we talked a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, told my hoodie size. Ain't that some shit?
That's when I know you out of here.
Medium. What?
Yeah, when it goes to my physical attribute, you
I'm
really
gonna buy bigger sweaters just because you said some shit.
Yeah,
my hoodie size, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
In
the size of medium.
Go ahead, bro. Get your
football.
Yeah, man. You know,
I think this is small to be real.
Offense and how to really do it.
What you got?
Oh man. All right. So just speaking on the offense and how they didn't do the defense any favors, man. That Trayshawn Ward fumble was huge, man.
They jumped back on.
Unfortunately, and I love Trayshawn Ward, but it's starting to become a trend. This is his second lost fumble of the year, and both in very critical times.
Offense just played bad altogether, man.
I know it was the first quarter. I'm sorry. I was saying I know it was the first quarter, but at that point, Wake had scored to tie the ball game, and we needed to keep our foot on the pedal to maintain momentum. No, actually, it was 21-7 when he fumbled, was it not? Mm-hmm. So we had to reestablish momentum.
Correct. Right. We made the game way harder than it should have been.
I don't think the crowd ever had a chance to get it. Like they took the crowd out of the game early.
Fourth quarter is when the crowd kind of got back into the game.
Right.
at that point in time, you know, like I said, and then fourth quarter, then we had a damn 18 fucking play drive where they take the crowd still right back at the game with the 18 play drive. And there was situation within the 18 play drive, crowd was live, third fucking down, third and long, fourth down. Like it was chances, man. But that fucking 18 plays, that's crazy as hell. But again, though, man, I don't want to focus on that too much because
I expect him to go get that shit
for 3 quarters. Go ahead, bro.
On that final drive when he had to go get those last 3 points or whatever, that I kind of put the game away. Yeah. I kind of felt he was gonna go get it. I thought going into the fourth quarter they took the foot off the gas a little bit, and I said now that they gotta go get, I think Hartman's they're gonna mess this shit, run their offense. They got away from some of the shit that was working, which was weird. In a lot of situations, I don't know why they just stopped doing what they were doing, and they almost cost themselves the game. But when it was time to go get points, they got into their bag and did what they did, and that shit was hard to stop, man. And he was just consistent on third down, dog. And I was just like, damn, you got to get off the field. And I done seen this shit before. This shit's like dying a slow death, bro.
Ray, how you feeling again?
Wake definitely got passive in the second half of the game.
For sure.
How you feeling about your next lineup? It's what, NC State on the road, right?
Yeah.
How you feeling, man?
Yeah, NC State. I feel good.
Clemson half.
Honestly, feel good.
Yeah, Clemson kind of pulled
away.
Yeah. Now go ahead, get your take off, bro.
I feel good. I watched the game and didn't really come too impressed with what I saw. You know, overall, they have a pretty good defense, but they couldn't run the ball on Clemson. Obviously, Clemson has that monster D line, but overall, I didn't come away too impressed with the State. But you know, obviously, there's a reason on one. You know, they beat up on a couple bad teams.
Yeah,
so
this was the only
we'll see how it goes come Saturday.
Yeah, Clemson was the only decent team that they played so far within their schedule, and they played Clemson tough for the most part.
They all coming out of the same situation, really. If NC State can run,
because NC State didn't have, that was their first ACC game, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Like they've been playing.
Well,
I say like our schedule, I feel like our schedule wasn't bad, but like we played 3. Duquesne take them out. LSU, who's 4-1 right now.
25 now. Yeah, they only lost. Yeah.
Yeah, Louisville, Boston College, and who was the fourth? Yeah, Duquesne. So we two ACC teams and one SEC team. So for the only person the schedule wasn't bad at all for the most part.
I mean, one thing I'm always gonna say, your schedule. I can't blame a team for the schedule. You got to play the schedule that's laid in front of you. I just didn't think there was any winners there in front of you. LSU looked trash in that game. I mean, obviously they turned some things around because they haven't lost since that game. So, you know, credit is given, but it still was a really early
CJ
game.
Carter, if you don't catch LSU, that's when you want to catch them.
Of course, right. Early,
right.
Before things get to rolling. No, but the only reason I was saying that is I think y'all got a good shot too if you can contain the run. Now, if NC State can start getting the run going a little bit, I think they'll be able to carry it out somewhat.
Correct. And
I don't think they're great running team.
We can start the run. I'm not confident that due to our defensive line so far. But I think J.F. Verse will be full go for this game. But they play East Carolina, Charleston Southern, Texas Tech, UConn, and of course Clemson yesterday. So
right.
Yeah. And
I give y'all the nod. Yeah, I give y'all the nod. I give y'all the nod as far as.
But they're at home night game. It's always tough for us. It always get weird and rally whenever we go there, especially night games. So we'll see how it goes. But I think we can, if we play how we're supposed to play, I think we could beat NC State. But like what we seen yesterday, we're not going to beat NC State with all the mistakes and shit we had yesterday. That's not going to happen.
I think the key is just be containing the run because they're not a running team. So if you could just make them totally one-dimensional, I think that your DBs could get the job done. They do have some pretty big wide receivers.
Yeah, but they're not like to the pedigree like a Wake Forest. I don't think they have Wake Forest type of capabilities in regards to the passing game. So you may be right.
Leary looks pretty solid.
Do we have
Do
we have a timetable when Fabian Lovett's return?
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, Fabo wants to return, and this is just from Hecker's secondhand source. He wants to return the Clemson game. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
That's 2 weeks from now.
So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, he wants to return.
They get the home field. So, I mean, my early prediction would be them by 4. We'll see. A little time, a little more news can come out.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. But if they play up to their potential, then we can win the game. But if we see the product that we played yesterday, that shit's not going to happen. And I want to see Robert Scott too. I know he dressed out this week, and they scratched him before the game. We will definitely need him for NC State just from a pass protection standpoint. He's our best left tackle. Shit, he's probably our best offensive lineman in general. So definitely want Robert Scott back for the NC Tech game. That'd be not NC Tech, excuse me, NC State game. That'd be something too I'll watch out for.
For shizzle.
That's nothing. We got to get healthy, bro. We got injuries left and right, dog. That shit is crazy.
Attrition, man. Attrition. They're gonna be the battle of the season, man. Everybody trying to stay healthy. Everybody, if you know,
that's the nature of the game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we got some guys. We didn't have a backup quarterback for a few weeks, man. We finally got a backup quarterback, and you can see it in the play call a little bit where we running AR now. But you worry about that shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Thank God we're surviving that little bug right now.
I saw Kittner playing earlier. How much did he end up playing? I didn't watch the whole game.
Oh, he wasn't stupid, man. Threw a couple tutties. He looked sharp, man. Yeah.
I thought somebody asked you if he was but they said if he was the second best quarterback in the state.
Yeah, you know who that was. That was Braxton, man.
Right.
Okay, I don't remember.
Nah, Kittner looked good, man. He got in, he looked sharp, got it, hit his check downs. He did what he's supposed to do. Eastern Washington, I do feel a lot better about my backup situation, man. If he was called on,
I thought Kittner was
he's
3.
2. No, I said on this show, don't be like he's past Jack Miller. That's why I said regardless of because my man Jack Miller was out. I said regardless of his health, I was hearing that Kittner had passed him in camp regardless, which is looks good, man. He's wearing that 11 like Trask and everything, dogs, and he throwing some darts.
Oh shit! Nah.
Yeah, they got the timeline
He looked nice in the time I saw him.
Yeah, he looked nice, man.
Y'all wasn't on my TV. I was trying to watch, but I didn't have the network.
It's Eastern Washington, man. Don't get too crazy. Eastern Washington.
I mean,
Man, no, y'all had to pay per view y'all shit. Well, you had to order y'all shit.
Yeah, I sure did. Let me tell you what happened. Ron, I'm telling you, I got spotty and shit, man. I got up, shaved and shit, man. Showered, you know what I'm saying? Like, throw my best cologne on. Went down to old Key Lime house, man. I pull up. Dude see me get out with my Gator shit on. He said, "Hey, man, you don't have the game."
No, sure.
Keep in mind, this is the biggest Gator bar in like South Florida, bro. Like, this is the biggest Gator bar. So I'm like, what do you mean you ain't got the game? It's like, nah, bro, we ain't got it. That's
crazy for them games.
He said that shit ESPN Plus, man. It ain't worth it. I'll go to 3-4 more bars.
Yeah.
No go.
I ain't gonna incriminate myself and say how, but I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I know bars like for a game they will literally charge like $8,000 for that. And there ain't no bar gonna be like $8,000. Man, please, we're not gonna make $8,000 on this game, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my team. I thought we came out sharp though. We came out first play of the game, he hit shorter on a 75-yard bump touchdown. It's a stat game, man. I just want to see my guys come out and be explosive and run this team off of the field. Run game was sharp. Shout out to Lorenzo Lingard, man. He got some garbage time snaps, but he look explosive. I think my dude, they need to find a way to put the ball in his hands. I don't care if it's kick return, punt return, whatever it is. I wouldn't mind seeing him just get more snaps, dog, at running back. I think he looks more explosive, man. When he grabbed that ball, it just looked crazy. Pause. But
I definitely think he's at least a kick return guy, real talk. Because, I mean, one thing that was always kind of known about Lowe is that he kind of got a gear once he can get, to another level. That's going to make him just super explosive. So, I think that'd be a great idea. Put him in the kick return game.
0 to 100 quick, man.
Right.
I just hope they can find a way to give him the ball, bro.
Hey, Ron, we got a couple more people waiting in the chamber, bro. Appreciate you joining us, dog.
Hold it down, man. Beginning of Skid Row, man.
Hey, come back next week when we get this done.
Next week, baby. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, let's do it.
Y'all boys take it easy.
Yes,
sir. Yeah, 2 games in a row. Let's see it now.
Ace, what it do, my dude?
Yo, what's good, bro? Man?
Hey, me, the most positive man on the planet.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm trying to be positive. See, now, Larry, you got lucky last week because I ain't last Sunday, but
I don't see how, but
Yeah, but I listened to the show. How you gonna turn the game off on your team in the second quarter, man?
What team?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
What did I miss? Tell me what I missed.
You missed that butt whooping y'all got from Middle Tennessee State. That's what you missed.
And then I have life
I
to
told
live.
you, man. You gotta learn your lesson. Like the players learn their lesson. You gotta learn your lesson as a fan. You was talking that shit too.
I've been on this line. I've been on this.
You was
planet.
talking that shit too. Stay your ass up,
That's
man.
right.
Take it to the chin.
I did what I was supposed to do. Again, I'll take you back to last week. As a fan, I did my job. All right. Nothing else I can do.
No, you supposed to cheer all 4 quarters, bro. You wouldn't sleep.
They can't hear me from home.
Hey,
your spirit.
Look at it like this. If me and
they might can hear your ass from home. If
me and Silk can watch our team lose to Georgia Southern the whole game, you could have watched that.
That was competitive. This wasn't even competitive. Like I knew right off the rip. I knew what was happening. Real.
That's 24-3.
That's crazy.
That shit was 24-3 at one point, bro. God damn.
3 turnovers in the first quarter. I knew it was happening.
There's no way I can get a good night's sleep though.
Soft ass.
There's no way I can sleep cozy in a nice slumber, knowing my team getting drugged by a team in the middle of Tennessee.
Man, I bet every Miami fan went to sleep. They had nightmares that 98-yard pass.
He sleep. There's no way I can sleep, man.
Man, listen. I was already looking up, right? So I watched was it y'all? Wait, no, who played early? It was a good game before that. And I said, hey man, come on, get my game rolling, man.
Well, both of y'all
the game came on. Who
we playing at the same time?
Yeah.
It was the previous game. Previous game that we Wake Forest and Clemson. Wake Forest Clemson.
That's right. That was 12 o'clock.
Okay, that's a pretty good game. So, I'm sitting there with my nephews and all of them. I'm enjoying the game. And then I said, all right, it's our turn. I said, all right, we got to get this thing cranked up because I'm about ready. I'm feeling that liquor hitting me, boy. Man, 3 turnovers. I said, all right, man, y'all boys enjoy y'all time, man. Rick and Morty, me. Rick and Morty, man. You don't like Rick and Morty?
Boy, stinking it up, man.
That man switched to Rick and Morty. I'm done.
Rick and Morty, man.
What you think about our Gators today, Ace? How you feeling?
I like what I saw. Like you said, it's sort of a stat padding game, so it was nice to see a lot of the young guys get some burn. Guys like Kamari Wilson, Donovan McMillan. DeJuan Black made a lot of plays when he was out there.
He looked good, didn't he?
He looked real good till he got hurt, but I hope he's healthy. But yeah, he looked good when he was out there.
Made the club in the tub.
Yeah, definitely, man. Got the Lingard for getting that touchdown for real. I know that kid been wanting to get out there. So to see him get out there and get that touchdown, that was great to see that. Kitten looked great though. I ain't gonna lie. He looked a lot better than I thought he was gonna look. So
Likewise.
Still need some things cleaned up for my defense though. But other than that, cover the spread. That's all you can ask. So it was just good to see everybody get out there and get some playing time. They even had the backup.
What the hell was the spread? Because we guessed our spread. What was the actual spread? What's the actual spread?
I think it was like 31.5.
Okay.
That's pretty big.
But nice to see that. It was nice to see Florida State finally get humbled. That's just one of the next 3 though. That's just one. Y'all gonna be crying next 2 weeks too.
Give him a sign.
I do feel like we playing the 3 best teams on our schedule, so I agree with that.
Be tough.
That is true.
I think y'all can pull off.
No.
That's true. We playing the 3 best teams on our schedule.
That shit get wicked in November, bro.
Until November.
We putting hands and feet on y'all, man.
So we got
I still ain't conceding defeat.
Work on y'all.
I don't care how bad we look.
You ain't supposed to, baby. You ain't supposed to.
Yeah, I can't, man. My heart won't let me, man.
The year I lost to Georgia Southern, I conceded defeat. I was
that was a national championship year then. So yeah, you had to at that point. Yeah, we was.
Shit, bro, I'm out of there. Let me concede, boy. It's called self-care.
I ain't gonna lie. I wanted Muschamp fired on the field after that Georgia Southern game. Like, don't even let him go.
That was a recipe for disaster. That's setting up like Miami season. We had a shitload of injuries, bro. Like that, we was decimated with injuries, man. And he already had an anemic offense. So when you just, get hit like we did with injuries at the quarterback position, and it was just key players, bro, we was a mess, man.
Yeah, water boys and fans out there playing at that point.
Yeah. FSU gonna beat up pretty soon. Real quick, man. We got a donation from Duval, 904 Duval.
He said 305 from 904. Did the baton make an appearance today for Billy Napier?
I don't like that baton shit.
Baton.
It's
kind of weird.
I don't know what that baton is.
Was AR like a drum major?
You boys running track.
Drum majors is like,
They said the guy that came up with it, Tiger Jones. They said during the broadcast, like if he wasn't a coach, he would have been a drum major. Like if he didn't play football, that's what he would have done. So I guess he came up with that.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, I ain't feeling that.
I saw Ole Miss with the turnover shark chain.
No, I don't like shit like that. I don't like gadgets.
Yeah, it don't work, man. We caught on fire, and then that was it.
I'll say this though, AR starting to get comfortable now. He started to get comfortable. So
it was Eastern Washington. I hope he should have been, but he did what he's supposed to do. He came in and lit shit up. We got Mizzou
next week.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, I should. Where y'all playing at? First of all,
y'all got a bye after that.
I think we have Mizzou.
That shit could get weird. Everything get weird in Mizzou. If y'all was playing in the swamp, then I'd have y'all whooping them.
Hey, CJ, we running down on
I'm
that
just
shit,
saying,
man.
bro. I just seen this shit happen at Mizzou. Georgia had Mizzou last week, wasn't it?
This is where you can pull a clip.
It's in Gainesville. This shit.
Right. The Gainesville.
We are running down on that, man. My man, comfortable, man. Like y'all fucked up. I don't know them two weird games was. Those just fluke games, man. We just gonna chalk those up. But I think the young boys is getting his feet up under him.
Them 2 games. The Monstars got a hold of him. That's what happened. He got his talent back. Yeah, he got his talent. He got it back. But he's starting to get comfortable out there. They starting to kind of open everything up and let him go out there and just be him. That's really all I need.
Did he run?
Yeah, he had a long run today, but it's Eastern Washington. They ain't want to run too much.
They had to tape him up, man. They had to tape him up a little bit there. He got banged up.
I mean, against Eastern Washington, I'd like him to get 75. They ain't got no big killers out there. He bigger than they whole D line.
You don't need a big person to hurt you, bro.
Right.
That's true. Just the right side.
He got dinged up. They had to take him to the tent and tape up his ankle a little bit, I think, right?
Yeah, it was his ankle. They taped it up a little bit, and they say it taped up his calf actually, but yeah, he was able to get back out there. I think he threw another touchdown afterwards, but hey, just one of them games where you
guarantee you this.
Get up out of there.
I guarantee you this. At the end of the season, they're gonna tell us he was hurt all season.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, here's another take too.
Well,
Travis hurt. You can tell the way they calling the plays with Norvell. I think Norvell's handcuffed with Travis' injury a little bit.
Travis hurt again too.
That's another thing. That's a good point too, because there was a lot of pulls that we had against Wake Forest, like easy fucking pulls, and not even to the fact where it was pulls to where Trav wasn't gonna get touched about 10 yards down the field. He could easily just slid or whatever.
He was not taking that ball, bro.
Yeah, we got to address that because you got to incorporate Trav in the right. Just don't let him take hits because just be smart with the ball, be smart with the reads because it was a situation where he could have easily pulled, went around the corner, got about 7, 8, 10 yards, however many, get on the ground and move on to the next damn play. So that's a good point.
There's a point in the game where Wake Forest kind of like
they said fuck Trav, he was not going to pull. Yeah,
they knew he wasn't going to pull the ball, and like the jig was up. You know what I'm saying?
And at that point, we should have. Oh my gosh,
these coaches aren't going to tell us these guys are unhealthy because it changes the game plan. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, at the end of the year, we'll find out that the injuries that these guys was playing through.
Sure.
Go ahead, Ace.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Johnny Wilson needs 10 to 15 targets a game. I mean, you got a 6'7", 235 receiver out there. That's a mismatch for everybody. You got to find.
But give him about 10.
10, yeah, 15 is crazy.
Yeah, 10 is. But see, that's the thing. We have a good receiver core, man. Like we really do have a good receiver core. And a lot of these guys are. I was telling the fellas, man, we had a new lead receiver every game this year. Every game has been a new lead receiver. So by 10 is right because Johnny Wilson is. Right? What's that? Yeah, Michael Pittman ball yesterday.
Pittman yesterday, right?
Yeah, Pittman was the lead receiver yesterday. He had a big game. He had a big punt return also. But I do.
You been hyping this punt return shit. When I seen him break one, I was like, yeah, CJ been hyping him on punt return, bro.
Bro, because we just let them bitches bounce. Like I just want motherfuckers to feel it. He actually feel that shit. Actually did something with it too, man. That's something we haven't had in a long time. Yeah, Pittman was in his bag yesterday.
Shoot, can we borrow a punt returner? Because I don't want Hendo back there no more. No, I no, don't need to see that.
I don't know what the hell's going on back there, man.
Like I need to see anybody else back there at this point. Man, put Lingard back there. Put him back there to return punt.
I don't know what his hands are like, right?
That's the thing, bro. The first thing is you got to catch it.
Gotta be able to catch the ball. I
That's the
don't know.
hardest
I'm
thing.
not saying he
That's the
can or
most-
can't. I just don't know.
And fielding the point, bro, it's the singular most hardest thing to do in a football game. The singular most hardest thing to do in a football game is fielding the punt. Like that shit it's not easy. It's not a judge.
Most of these kids did that shit in high school, man. And they got the experience, bro. I know we just need more explosive and just playmakers at the spot.
No,
We
I
got
get
guys
it,
that
but
ain't gonna do nothing.
it's a different level from kicking in high school to college, though, man. Like don't bitches be putting that bitch in.
You get the guy that can hang it up there for a while.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
And people laughing at that water drill Florida State was doing. That's starting not to look so funny no more.
Man, that ain't our problem.
All about the
water gun shit.
Yeah,
I never thought it looked funny. I knew people.
Okay.
I said it when they did it.
What happened after he get that bitch, CJ? He ain't going nowhere. Like, God damn, get it
rivals,
going, bro.
Yeah.
As rivals, I knew we were gonna make fun of it, but I honestly didn't hate it at all. I was like, be honest with you, dog, it's not bad. It just adds a little element of distraction.
Yeah, that's all. That's another element of distraction.
Back there, for real. I mean, because Hendo just don't see. First of all, he don't seem comfortable back there. Number two, he just don't get it in the gear whenever he get the ball. It's like he just slow playing everything, just waiting for everything to open up. It's like
the fans been asking for Ricky Pearsall to get those jet sweeps that Hendo was getting. He got one of those today and took it like 70 yards for a touchdown.
Yards for a touchdown.
So yeah, I don't know why Hendo was getting those. Like some situation, some of that stuff is what I'm not liking.
Is Henderson like what a 6'2" type guy?
Yeah, bigger 6'2", 6'3".
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I do kind of ponder some of those decisions. Like, you know, normally a 6'2", 6'3" guy isn't your shiftiest guy. Typically, I mean, there's a few exceptions to the rule. So yeah, that does. I do ponder like, why are they making that decision? It seems a little bit off.
I want the more twitchy guy running my reverses, running my punt returns, my kick returns. Yeah. More twitched up guy than a strider, and I think Henderson more of a strider than a fast twitch guy that can shift and make shit happen.
Yeah, Braxton Berrios made the Pro Bowl as a kick returner. He's a shifty guy. He's not super fast. He's just a little twitchy.
Threw a touchdown pass today, by the way. So
I did. I saw that. I did see that.
But yeah,
that was my guy.
And I knew Pearsall could slide, but man, he just looked different on that.
It was Eastern Washington, bro.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Hey, everybody that is still tuned in with us, I know we got a late start today. Make sure you give us that like and subscribe. Also, for our audio listeners, for the guys that first off, I do want to tell y'all, man, our YouTube is way better. All right, I'm not even a YouTube guy. You need to go check out YouTube. The quality is improved vastly. So if you're a YouTube person, definitely go swing by and check out our YouTube. This is going to be our second show with this new platform. It looks tremendous. This looks like some high powered stuff, man. We only plan on getting better for y'all. But if you are only an audio listener, make sure whatever platform you're listening on, make sure you give us a review. I saw Spotify reviews ain't enough. I know more y'all listening to that, way more listening.
Show us some love. It don't cost nothing to show us some love. Love is free.
Nothing, bro. Just take this very moment, pause the show, give us that 5-star review on Spotify, Apple, Google Play, whatever you listening on. Make sure you go and show us that love, bro. It helps spread your favorite show, one of your favorite shows. It helps spread our message out there to the masses. So we do appreciate y'all. That's the one thing we ask that you could do for us, man. We appreciate that. Won't cost you a dime.
Already.
Larry, who y'all got next week, by the way?
L.
We got UNC. We got UNC next week.
That's an L. That's an L.
I'm going to tell you, if we can't figure out anything on offense, it's an L. Absolutely. We got to get something rolling on the offensive side.
Yeah, you got to score. That offense is lethal.
They can score, but they just can't stop nobody. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, they can't stop
nobody. That's like my Wake Forest tape, bro. Like I was saying, they can score points, and we got to score points too. Like UNC probably could score more points than Wake Forest, and if y'all score 35, man, I don't know. And that's
Drake
the thing.
May is probably the best.
On that defense.
Yeah, you know that little picture that got the X-ray with the dog and the motherfucker.
Yeah,
like
got that dog in him. Yeah, that dog.
Drake May, honestly.
Drake May got that dog in him, man.
Yeah, he up there. He up there as far as ACC.
He might be the best quarterback in the ACC right now. Their defense, although they have some stars out there, some talent, quote unquote, out there, they just don't stop a nosebleed, right? So, that's why.
Thank God y'all not a nosebleed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got to do something, right? So I'm gonna keep it 100. There's no cap, right? If we can't figure out a way to score against this North Carolina anemic defense, it's going to be a tough year. Whether we win or lose that game, we should score points. And it's at home, so we should win in my mind. I'm sorry, say that again.
Who's starting that quarterback for y'all? Because I know y'all benched Van Dyke last week.
No, to be Van Dyke, you can't bench him right now. Now, if he goes out there and looks bad, especially against this team, then yeah, he's got to have a really short leash. He don't get a lot. He doesn't get a lot of leeway. I will say that. If he goes out there and anything just looks like terrible, I think he gets pulled pretty fairly early.
Is Henry Parrish the best player on your football team?
No. I still think it's Lawrence Taylor. I think Taylor's. I love what I see out of Lawrence Taylor. I mean,
I got Lawrence Taylor. Shit.
My bad. I always get him wrong. Leonard Taylor. I'm sorry.
Right.
He wear the same number.
All right, Mario now.
He wear the same number though. But I think Leonard Taylor honestly might be the best player.
What's up, bro?
He is very disruptive of the middle.
I like Leonard Taylor. I like what he brings to y'all defensive line. I mean.
And I like Mesidor too. Mesidor is a great addition.
You said what?
Akeem Mesidor from West Virginia. I think he was also another great addition to that line. So that would probably be. That's probably my 1-2 right now.
Right.
All right, Ace, man. We're gonna keep it moving, man. Appreciate you for hanging out with us. Shout out your podcast, man. Let people know where they can find you at.
Oh, yeah. You can tune into both our podcasts. We got Indisputable Evidence pretty much every Tuesday. And then every Thursday, we got The Swamp Inside Florida Athletics. Gator fans, I hope y'all listened to both this past week because, I had all the smoke on certain.
What's Indisputable Evidence about?
Ace,
that was the all-around podcast, all-around sports podcast. So we do college football,
okay.
NBA.
I thought y'all boys was on some murder mystery shit.
That's hilarious.
Murder mystery. The situation I had this past week with a certain player wearing number 0 in orange and blue.
What happened, man? Give us the tea, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna message me talking about some
big 3T.
Breezy about him. I'm sitting like, all I'm doing is critiquing the game. And so, like, if you're in your feelings about people criticizing you and how you playing,
you got a job to do. You got a podcast.
Exactly.
Like, he didn't DM you, right? He texted you, right?
He DM'd.
He did. Like, matter of fact, I'm a DM. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all see what he sent. So, yeah, I mean,
never personal, young man.
Yeah, it's not personal. It's just
this is what they got to understand. As fans of the teams, we're rooting for all of y'all to be monsters.
Right.
But when you not, we're gonna go, hey.
Ace, why you leak the screenshot, fam?
Look, if you take those time to try and find somebody else, if you'd had that much effort against Tennessee as you did doing that, then you wouldn't have got burnt twice on long passes. So
no doubt.
You reaching out to somebody you don't even know to text them something like that. And I'm like, all right, so since you want to do that, watch this. So now everybody gonna see what you spend your free time doing instead of being in the film room or on the practice.
Right.
Improve on what you need to improve on.
I agree.
Be better.
I agree.
Like, so if you gonna
who am I?
I mean,
who am I? I'm just another person with an opinion, bro. I am not the end all be all, man.
Exactly. And it's gonna be, if you get to the NFL, it's gonna be a lot worse.
A lot worse. But don't worry about that. You ain't getting to the NFL, my man.
You're gonna get your
like,
dog.
Hey man, we ain't here to kill dreams and shit, man.
Oh, I'm gonna kill that one.
Watch out, man. I think the kid goes pro, man. He just got like some maturity shit he got to clean up, man.
At what? Pro at what?
It's all up. He gonna tell you sports, but it's all up here. That's
I'm a pro. I'm a professional structural mechanic. I'm very good at sheet metal.
I don't miss on shit like this. He's gonna play in the NFL a few years, bro. At the minimum.
You miss. Told me Jeff Thomas was going. You miss on who else you missed on? You miss. But it happens.
I'll miss on skills. I miss on just off the field shit. And that was off the field with Jeff. It wasn't his ability. So I make him miss on some off the field shit, but ability, I don't think I miss on that. Trey Dean to play in the NFL a little bit. Just on what he can do. Special teams alone, dog. Like his size and athleticism will get him drafted because he's gonna go test crazy, man. He gonna wear underwear at the combine. That shit's gonna look impressive.
Oh, I was like, what?
Because I would say if you want somebody to be the first one off the bus, it's somebody like him.
I'm just telling you what they're about to do. They're gonna try them out. Remember I said this when the combine come back around. He's gonna go out there like a African god out there, man, with his shirt off and shit. And then his stock's gonna rise. He's gonna run a fast 40. He's gonna lift strong. He's gonna do all the cone drills. He's gonna do all that stuff good.
And they're gonna say I can work with him.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's fair. All right, Ace. Hey, we appreciate you, bro. We got one more in the chamber, man. We're gonna get up out of here on this late Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us, bro. Hey, I appreciate reading all your positivity every day on Twitter. Like, I be wanting to say something. I be like, that man ain't doing nothing wrong. He just spreading positivity, man.
I'm just hate on that. Positivity because it's too much negativity on the timeline.
That's a fact.
That's fact.
I like that. I like that. That's real rap.
Appreciate that balance, Ace.
Blessings, bro. One more. Who we got? Coach Colson. What's up, brother?
What's up, my dude?
Good, bro.
I'm back, man.
You cheated for CJ again this week?
Yeah, he did. He did. My dog came out to me again, man.
It was crazy. They just signed me up for the game again. So hey, man, I rough.
Right. He had us again, man. It was wild.
Yeah, man. But man, I was at the Florida State game again.
We seen you there too.
Yeah,
hey man, what's going on, dog? That's two visits, ain't it?
We flipping, dog.
No,
the
man.
official coming next, baby. The official coming next.
Like I remember when Muschamp was at Tennessee. At the end of the game, he said, "Man, I felt so good to see all these upset people, man." That's how I felt after the game. I was pumped, man. But I had a.
But no, it's crazy. I seen a lot of rivals at the game. Yeah, so it was I seen a lot of UM jerseys, a lot of UM jerseys at the game. So that was interesting.
But no, I got another story to the game. My former college head coach is Dave Clawson.
Oh,
so
really?
It was good.
Okay.
I got to see him, and the D-line coach was our linebacker coach, and the strength coach was our strength coach. So I got to see all three of them. So it was kind of a little reunion.
Where did you play at?
Good to see him. I played at Fordham.
Okay.
Not
nice.
Florida,
New York.
Fordham.
Yeah, New York.
That's about.
Yeah,
so
but
I feel like I said it on the show previous. I think Clawson is probably the best coach in the ACC, not just from an SNO standpoint. Just speak about your experiences with him.
When we played there, he had just came from Villanova, and I don't know if y'all know that was when Westbrook and Corbett was there. And I'm not sure if he was the OC or the quarterback coach then at Villanova. So he's been X's and O's wise. He knows his stuff, man. We call him Claw Dog.
Okay.
Hey, Carlson, what year you went to Fordham?
2004.
2000. I think my cousin was gone. My cousin Cephas went there.
Cephas?
I think he was Cephas knows. Played corner.
No. Me
and you the same year. So he was gone by the time. He was at FAM by the time you got there.
Oh yeah. But
what do you think?
Go ahead.
What you thought about Florida State last night before we get to our game?
Hey man, I got some toilet paper over there. I don't know if y'all can see it. For that skid that about to happen.
That's good.
They about to go into that skid, man. They ain't playing nobody. That's what I said. But I mean, just looking at the game, I don't know. Why did he go for two at that point in time?
He wasn't confident to kick it all.
Not even an extra point. That's
and also,
crazy.
And this some stuff I'm hearing off man. Fitzgerald is struggling altogether. Not just, of course, we're kicking, but just like he's struggling. He's seeing the stuff on social media. He's struggling. I think he's at that point.
Mental now.
Yeah, he's at that point where it may be a lost cause. To be completely honest with you,
I can post up some signs around campus or something.
Something to say, bro. But he's damn near broke.
You know them kickers. Find somebody, a soccer player, somebody. Extra point.
What's crazy? I just left my little flag practice, and the kid was out there kicking. I was like, man, where you from? He's like, man, I'm gonna try to walk on at Florida State. I'm like, God dang, is this serious?
Bro, it's that
Kid just out there just kicking. He's like, man, I'm trying to walk on.
Motherfucker, see free food. Free food.
Opportunity
If y'all listening, y'all got any type of damn kicking, come walk on, and you might get your free damn scholarship down the line.
If you can make an extra point, you got an opportunity at Florida State University.
You're in. You're already up.
All right, man. We had to do versus Eastern Washington, man. What you thought?
I watched the beginning of it, man. Defense, man, we missed too many tackles, bro. I mean, it's Eastern Washington. I know we held them to 3 in the first half. That's all I watched was the first half. But man, we gotta get better tackling. I know Ham just came back. He missed one. Defense got to tighten up to me.
Oh,
but,
definitely.
Offensive, that line, man. I'm happy to see what they're doing. I think you're right about the quarterback situation, especially with both. My homeboy was at the game. He was saying that too. He was like, man, Travis hurt, especially when he fumbled. That made him stop running them too, man. He had that fumble. So I think it is something with them being injured. But man, I like how the Gators look offensively. You know, he's getting it down the field, stat game. Kittner I did see Kittner come in and get a drive and get a score in. But man,
he got an early drive, and then he got the late ones as well, man. But when AR came out for that quick little injury or whatever, he looked sharp when he came in then too. Yeah, it's Eastern Washington, but I mean that's what you want, a quarterback that we ain't really seen play in no live action. To come see him play the way he did, I thought was impressive, man. Billy got him prepared a little bit, some good development going on so far.
Yeah. And then defense, I'm questioning too, because I know we got speed out there, man. I like to see our corners pressed up a little bit more, especially to start the game. They start coming up more after like the second quarter or whatever. But that first quarter, they playing off 7, 8, 10 yards out. I'm like, come on, man. This is Washington. Press on up, man.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't know how much they trust 5 yet with him being out there. Kamari Wilson, the freshman.
He had a good hit. I saw the dude caught it, but it was still a good hit.
Man, when the last time we seen that, man? You know, like shout out to what's my man? What's the other safety? Miguel Mitchell. Came down number 10. I think he's a freshman too, out of the Jacksonville area, if I'm not mistaken. But came downhill in the backfield, going for a tackle for loss, but strips the ball out. We get a fumble and a turnover. I haven't seen a play like that from the safety getting in the mix, making plays like that in a long time, man. So
that's Elam probably.
Right. So it's just encouraging. It's encouraging to see the young safeties doing some good shit, but we in trouble in the trenches, man. I think we're fine with Mizzou. The biggest matchup is going to be right now LSU and Georgia.
Yeah.
LSU is playing improved football. Jaden Daniels is still not anything to write home about, but
I think Mizzou has Texas A&M.
You know, we still got to look out for Texas A&M. You know, Jimbo get up for us now. I don't care how they look. They get up for us.
Yeah, I know you, bro. He get up for y'all. No, I feel you're saying he do.
I don't see it this time.
Bring his best shit for you up for Miami, but
timestamp this one, Braxton, just in case.
Yeah, hey, Braxton, you got this.
I ain't scared of no takes, man. We are not Miami.
No, you gotta be scared of
running down on that shit.
None of us scared, because guess what?
We gotta be prepared. I don't think we're gonna come in and see the same Texas A&M we seen. He get up for us. There's somebody he get his. That thing start twitching.
You know what time it is when it comes to them. You know what kind of time it is, man.
Man.
You got some similar them.
I think A&M got some decisions to make, bro. Right now, he got the same record as Summerlin, man. A lot of money being spent. I don't think there's no promise. Like, who's the future right there? Like, what is he gonna sell? What is he selling to everybody, man?
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I do think Jimbo's underperforming, but remember, he has such an ironclad
man, them folks don't care about that. Shit,
maybe they will. No, I'm not saying they ain't gonna just dump it, because I literally had a friend ask yesterday. He goes, "What the hell is in Jimbo's contract that has him, continuing to carry on?" I go, "They got to dump a shitload of money if they fire him." Now, I'm not saying they won't do that, but
I'm gonna tell you firsthand, like, them people ain't worry about that. I know that for a fact.
They ain't worry about that shit.
Fine, right?
Now the people that work within Texas A&M, they didn't say it, like it's already been said that if it comes to it, the money ain't gonna be no issue.
That's a different vibe right
now.
They got a long money.
Jimbo shit getting
what
hot.
I am saying though is, this is the bottom line of it all, honestly. And I've been alive 42 years.
But Jimbo can say, Go ahead.
And they're probably the hottest they've ever been in my 42 years. So I don't know. You know, maybe you go to
I think they was already trending that way. You know, like, yeah, like Johnny Manziel with Summerlin. I think as like a program, they've been trending and getting hotter since Johnny Manziel. Since they joined the SEC, it's been kind of like just elevating their brand since their arrival to the SEC.
I'll agree that I think you made an excellent point right there. I do think that it is time for Jimbo to elevate them to the next level, right? Because Sumlin, like you said, Sumlin had him there. What are you going to do?
Notebooks, some reading glasses, contacts.
I'm not saying he won't get fired. Who's the
young guy?
You know, because we went through this, right? All right, quick roundtable question: who do you hire? Right, you fire Jimbo. Who do you hire?
I don't know who they're gonna hire, but I think his seat's getting hot.
That's the
If
thing
you
about
had
it.
your choice,
I ain't gonna say they can hire whoever they want to, but the money go talk with Texas A&M.
They can pretty much. So let's say
they go post
aside
shit
from Saban and a couple other coaches, like anybody.
They might go get Mario. They might, you want to stay there wet, bro?
How much Mario making? $8 million.
8, yeah.
Oh yeah, they'll watch that. They'll watch that.
I'm just talking shit.
Yeah,
they want to get Mario. I say, but no, seriously, though, just speaking with people that works for A&M right now and stuff like that, like that shit ain't an issue. But to Jimbo's point,
I'm not worried about that. It's just,
but no, to Jimbo's point, what he can hang his hat on and tell people. You know, he's been recruiting great. I got the best recruiting class all time last year. You know, these guys, them develop this, that, and other. That could be his selling point. But at the same time, when you got other top 10 classes still in the fold that should be developed now, but you still got that number one all time on paper.
But you stacked enough to be better than where you're at. But this is my point I was trying to make, honestly, is like when people criticize us hiring Mario, right, and saying, oh, you know, Mario had these. I was like, yeah, but at the same time, how many better hires were out there? And that's why I think Texas A&M will face a dilemma. How many better hires do you have right now over Jimbo Fisher? I don't know who I would hire over Jimbo Fisher right now. I just don't.
Well, they've shown they can go poach some people. So anybody's on the table.
What are you holding on to? Why are they not better hires?
Great question. What are you holding on to? Like, what is he
getting? That's
the question. I gotta pay him, right? I gotta pay him, and then
but money ain't an issue. But money ain't an issue. We saying already.
It's an issue if I don't got another guy I can pay that I feel like is an upgrade. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Though, what are we holding on to hold Jimbo to this high regard? Was what I'm saying.
Right.
No, I'm right. I agree, but that's why I asked y'all seriously. In all seriousness, who do you hire? Because
it could be anybody that's a winning up and coming coach. Is what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
What if I say Mark Stoops?
I think Mark Stoops is better coach than Jimbo right now.
I think that's a pretty good.
But it can be other coaches
him to get out of here and hiring Mark.
Like David Claus I think David Claus is a better coach than Jimbo. I don't think he's a better recruiter than Jimbo. But you give him the fucking resources, he can hire.
Yeah, but money.
Right. Yeah. So his coaches I feel like is better.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. I just think Jimbo, those days of Jimbo as the top 5 coaches, and like those days are gone. Like, what are we really holding on to? Like, them FSU
he beat Alabama last year. He got that. He beat Alabama last year.
A lot of people beat Bama.
No, y'all get
Texas almost lost to the motherfuckers. Almost beat them bitches this year. Y'all almost beat them last year. So people have that.
Jimbo beat him, but that shit do not really matter in the grand scheme
of
it all. What are you losing?
What Jimbo did was a decade ago. Is what I'm saying. What he did.
I'm not contesting that. Jimbo's some God level coach that you can't lose. It's just you want to hire something else that's going to at least give you some hope. I think y'all gave 2 great answers.
I think what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I think it's a lot better coaches. We're just going off the name value right now. That name is entertaining right now.
But if I'm going to pay a coach, let's say he got 5 years left on his deal, and I got to pay him.
No, I can't sit 5 more years of that shit. I don't know how many years left, but what Jimbo got going right now, as a fan or alumni, anybody in part, it's gonna be hard to sit through the shit he got going on right now, unless it's some really huge changes happening.
I'm still trying to. I mean, who is a better coach? Who recruit better than him? Who play call better than him?
Man, $40 million.
Well, that's who's play calling better than him. There's a lot of motherfuckers who play calling a lot.
Yeah. Play calling offense is mid lately, bro. We're thinking old Jimbo in his prime, dog. Jimbo's declining. Something.
Well, his recruiting is there, but that's an even bigger detriment on him because his recruiting hasn't matched the output since he's been at FSU. like since he's been at FSU, his recruiting hasn't matched the output on the field. Like them tail ends of Jimbo's years, the recruiting wasn't matching the output he was giving. That shit carried over to Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got too many notebooks,
my
man.
My bigger point was, and I think y'all two gave two great examples, but I still think my bigger point is there's not a lot of great hires out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's some pretty good ones.
I think like pretty good to be better than what they're getting right now. That's my point. I just don't think.
I'm with you. But before I
own a company,
I pay $40 million to not coach, I got to at least feel like I'm pretty good.
I get that, but when we talk about the money, bro, like that shit is different. I promise. I said the same thing. Like I gotta pay this man a lot of money as far as buyout. The damn answer I got is that's not a problem. Like
if I think you should be fired, if I think you should be fired, then you just fired. I ain't worrying about who the candidates possibly out there. If I think as a company, like you own a company, if I think somebody's just not good enough to run this shit no more, then you just gone. Like who I hire next, I can figure that shit out.
Because I don't necessarily have to pay them as much. You're right.
It ain't about
there's
the pay.
A guy
that's about
going
like
to take the A&M job.
What I currently have.
Because he's like,
you gotta have you gotta have a plan for a hire now.
Oh, for sure. Every AD should have a little book of who is possible. Yeah, who I will go to.
And that's all the time because shit, motherfuckers leave left and right too, right?
Right.
So you always should be 2 steps ahead of the game in regards to that. So the coach can lead tomorrow.
Oh, and they're making some calls.
Yeah.
You don't think they already like fishing around and floating around some shit right now?
Who's Notre Dame's coach?
Nah.
I'll take Cuz. I give him a shot.
Nah, hell no.
Nah, I don't even think he should leave. That's too much sensibility for him early.
Yeah, he's looking a little crazy as it is.
It's way harder.
Marcus Freeman. You're talking about Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame.
Yeah, let him figure that out in Notre Dame first.
That's hard to figure shit out. Notre Dame ain't what
If I'm his agent, I tell him too. Like, bro,
you
like
end up
you move
with another Willis situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Get too big for your britches.
You're moving too much, man. You gotta get stable. Get your feet set.
Yeah, establish yourself.
Hey,
what about the finesse guy?
Willie was there for 1 year. That's crazy.
What about the finesse guy?
Now, Franklin been vibing. He just throw his name out there.
He gonna throw his name out there to get a new raise.
Hey, you see, Franklin got Manny got that thing humming out there. Pause. Manny got the defense humming.
All right, my dog say it wasn't him.
It wasn't him. No Middle Tennessee State running me up through there.
Right.
Yeah. I don't trust Manny no further than I can throw him.
Man, they got that buyout, skin glowing out there in Happy Valley, man. Shit look good, man. You see he had the sunglasses on, the sunshine hit him just right when the pictures got taken, man. Look at Manny living his best life out there, man, away from all the stress and toxicity in Miami.
That's right.
Hey, on a personal level, I like
he's in Happy Valley, man. He's a Happy Valley.
Same on a personal level.
Laying low and building, CJ.
Right.
I thought Al Golden was a good dude. I did. Hey, Al Golden seemed like a good
Al Golden's a piece of shit.
All
the interviews we had this offseason, that motherfucker was a piece of shit. Boy.
Well, he's better now, but I get that. But before that, I had no issues with Al Golden as a guy. Oh, he's a good dude.
Y'all think Manny get another shot at head coach?
Yeah. Nobody can win that Miami.
Not unless Penn State's gonna have to make they're gonna have to make a playoff appearance.
He get a G5 job, then build up.
Like he should have with Temple or something?
Yeah, he should have went with Temple. That was a better situation, better program. Just go to Temple, man. They got more than 15 people in the stands, man. Yeah, so he should have went to Temple for sure. Should have went to Temple, got his feet wet at G5, and then I think Miami would have probably been open again by this time. So he'd probably just had to pass on Miami. Yeah, pass on. Don't even go for Miami. Pass him again. This is a dead job right now. And get his real job, you feel me, and flourish. Then Manny would have been all right. So yeah, I think he definitely should have took the Temple job off real.
All right, man. You talking real sassy.
That was great work.
Well, 4-time losing. 4 times in a row losing. 4 in a row losing. How has Florida State lost 4 seasons in a row? That's crazy, right? We can all agree, right? As rivals, right? Isn't that crazy that they've been losing?
It was 4 seasons. Well, let's see. Let's talk about the 4 seasons. Let's talk about the 4 seasons. The first L, Jimbo was already packed to Texas A&M. Next two, we had Willie in this motherfucker. We know how that shit went. And then the fourth one, my dog ain't even coach. That shit don't even count. So yeah, 4 years in a row, we went through them just like that. He wasn't even at that damn game.
Dude, that's terrible.
You're right, it is. It is.
That's crazy.
Losing to poverty like that, bro. You're 100% right. We do. Jimbo gone, Willie gone.
They got a good start, man. 4-1. We're gonna see how they finish it up, Larry. I think they got a good opportunity.
I think they get 6, yeah, for sure.
6?
This year, yeah, they get 6. Yeah, for sure. I think
it's a wild take. 6.
We get 6. We get 6, but them motherfuckers get 8.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Hey, Braxton, mark this part of the tape too.
Yeah, please. We get 6. Miami's getting 8.
Well, clearly we keep winning more than y'all. I mean, that's just the truth. That ain't even like no bias. I'm not even saying you're limited to 6. I have to look at the rest of your schedule.
Real quick, Coach. Well, who you got in that Florida State Miami game?
Florida State Miami. Woo. Hey, it's tough. I might have to go with Florida State, I guess.
It's in Miami now.
I might have to go with Florida State.
Okay.
No,
that's
but
the one game we will show up for.
Hey, but
like,
I did. Now this
it's gonna
be 50-50, man.
We'll show up for Florida State.
This the thing. I ain't noticed till like this year. I went to the the Orange Blossom Classic. Man, why y'all set that stadium up like that? Like the sun only shines. The sun only shines on the visiting sideline.
That's just.
That
smart,
is, man, it was blazing hot over there.
Hey, so
that is crazy.
Hey, so keep this out, bro. So I bought the kids some tickets. Well, I was able to bring the kids some tickets and was blessed with some tickets. Shout out to James Coleman and whatnot. He gave me like 35 tickets for the game. The motherfuckers on the visiting side, bro. When I tell you I was cooking the entire time, bro, I'm with you 100% shit. That shit was hot as fuck yesterday. And it made me realize, like, cause I usually have those home tickets whenever I go to the game. It made me realize how beneficial that shit is, cause they be making the fucking visitors cook over there. Like, oh,
what?
No, I mean,
I'm never sitting on the visitor side. I can't sit amongst that type of activity, man.
That's truly the advantage of home field advantage. I played I went to Doak and I've been on the wrong side. I've been on the right side. I know what side to be on now. It is definitely cooler. Yeah. On that side with the home field.
Oh yeah.
Nah, but the way the stadium is covered, like there is never any sunlight ever on the visitors on the home side.
Unless it's clouds. Oh, you talking about Miami? Yeah,
Miami. Like it's like no, the way it's covered.
It's never in sun.
Possible.
You take every W you can get. I honestly, and I say this,
that shit ain't about Tennessee
I don't think
State, man. They ain't care about none of that shit.
I don't think we stomp out Florida State this year. I think
Middle Tennessee State ain't care about the sun, none of that shit. Like we got Ray-Bans, motherfucker. Don't worry about none of that shit.
That's facts.
Throw the ball deep.
Facts.
Look
I
right in the
still think
sun.
we pull it off.
Yeah, but you can throw the record. It's truly right. We could throw the records out the window, but
it's probably the best rivalry right now because to be honest with you, we're probably two of the more mediocre teams in the country.
Why you got Florida State winning right now?
I just think offensively they probably got a little bit more identity. They kind of know what they're doing.
I like that.
Defensive wise, I thought the safeties for Miami were going to be,
lights out, right?
They've been playing, but I just haven't. The Middle Tennessee.
I thought they looked good up until last week. To be honest with you, I thought everything I saw up until last week was promising.
I got you.
Middle Tennessee State was the only game where I was like, "What the hell are y'all doing?"
They ain't care about the sunlight, none of that shit, man.
But they're athletic, and they're gifted and intelligent. I think by the time we get to that game, it'll be probably closer. But that's fair. I'm not mad at that. Take it off.
I got a lot to improve on, man. I think the last thing on some real just vibe shit. Then the last thing Mario need right now is to get blown out. The Florida State. I think this next stretch is important because it could be a fluke game. Middle Tennessee State could be a fluke game, but this next stretch is if Mario start losing a few in a row, that shit gonna get a little weird, man. Just on some real shit.
Who they got next?
No doubt. I don't expect to lose UNC. Let me say that now. As we're sitting here, no, I don't expect to lose to them. I don't think we should lose to them. I think they need to play some.
Y'all favorite, I think, by
football and
5
beat
right
that
now.
team out. That team doesn't stop anybody. Like
Money
I
line the
said
hell out of
before,
that
and I'm
shit.
gonna say it again. The key is we gotta score. This ain't a team that stops anybody.
For that bitch jump.
So if you can't, right? So right now, that's fair, right? If they stop us, then that tells me everything I need to know for the rest of the season.
They couldn't stop FAMU.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
talk to me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
This is no cap. This is no cap, bro. This is Sunday. No
But
cap.
the question is, but their offense is going to score regardless. So you think that's going to be the battle? Can you guys stop them enough? Well, more than you guys can stop them. Well, can you guys score more than you guys?
My
can
thing
stop
is
them?
this.
Got
My
that
thing
dog
is this.
in him.
That's what I'm saying.
You
I
got
can
that dog in him.
I can even.
Van
I
Dyke
won't
got that
like
puppy
it,
in him.
obviously.
Got a
I can
kitten.
live with the L, but I can't live with the L with no points. I think we could only lose to that team something like 49-42. That's where I stand. There's no reason we should lose any other way.
Shit out of Virginia. Not even though I know Virginia Tech bad, but they beat the shit out of Virginia Tech last week, 41-10. Well, not sorry,
North
yesterday.
Carolina?
It's a neutral site field.
No, it's at Miami.
Yes, yeah, neutral site.
What did he say?
He got jokes.
It's gonna be interesting, man. I think this is challenging for Gattis, bro. He's gonna have to get creative, considering because his play calling ain't all that sexy, but also he's dealing with a lot of injuries. He's gonna have to get creative. If Arroyo's out, who we all thought should have been getting more snaps than Mallory, you're grasping for people to make plays. I think Parrish is the most consistent player on your offense right now that you can rely on. It's gonna get testy, man, and tricky, man, and that's a staff that don't have no real history and history together. You know what I'm saying? Like shit's a little testy. Still as well. I don't think still off the season as well. I think both sides of the ball.
I agree. Word I've said, 4 weeks in the season, synergy. I've said it 500 times. They got to get on the same page. So that's a fair assessment. We'll see. They had an extra week to figure some things out and sit down with each other and figure out what the strengths and weaknesses of the team
Man,
are.
Mario ain't even go to the radio show. Mario, man, ain't talking to nobody.
No, I'm blaming him for that. Radio show don't pay me.
Van Dyke gonna bounce back?
We'll see.
Bounce back.
I think him
bounce back to
Gattis.
what? Last year? He ain't bounced up.
He's
last year he was solid.
That's what I'm
Last
saying.
year he was solid.
So is it receivers? Is it I think you're saying it's play calling, right, Larry?
It's all
No, I think it's combo. I think the receivers don't get great separation. I think TVD's been a little bit locked on. And I think the offensive coordinator hasn't necessarily found out the strengths of TVD. So I think it's just a mess right now where everyone has to get on the same page. And right now, that is absolutely not the case. So that's what I'm saying. This season could go disastrous or they could turn it around.
Man, I hope y'all win like 4 games because that's what I'm hoping for. That type of shit.
I'll be honest.
In a brotherly way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hateful way. I just, in the most positive
you my
way,
brother,
you win 4
dog.
games is what I need.
For all those who ever wonder, Silk's my brother. CJ's my brother. I love these dudes to death. This is just
4 games.
This is
gonna
totally
be a hard
separate.
job. It's gonna be a hard job.
This is totally separate. So I get it.
Each other in check.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see. Man, we've been on here a long time for no cap, bro. Let's get up out of here.
Yeah, we kicking it, man. Yes, we out of here. We appreciate you hanging out with us, my dude.
Coach,
appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you hanging, bro.
Pull up next week, dog.
Yes, sir.
Let me see if I got some post-game stats real quick for my guys, man. If they got that lined up. Y'all got NC State on the road, CJ?
Yeah, it's on the road. It'll be a tough environment. Raleigh hasn't been kind to us over the years.
Man, give me NC State 34.
You already ready to get your shit off, huh?
Florida State 31. I think it's gonna be a good game. I do. I think it's gonna be a good, interesting game.
They ain't got a stat breakdown ready for me. We had 600. Man, that's a crazy number. Wish we'd got one more yard. We had 666 yards total offense.
666, damn.
And a 52-17 win. They was talking about the Jalen Kittner pass to Caleb Douglas. That was a 62-yard strike. Beautiful pass. Just some plays outside of what AR did. AR had some great stuff. Naquan had a 3-yard touchdown. Ricky Pearsall had a couple big completions in that reverse that went for like 65, 70 yards. Justin Short is having a real good season. I know we talking about Ricky Pearsall a lot. I think him and Justin Short are having real good seasons. 50-50 balls, some of the deep strikes. Justin Short's hands are a lot better. He dropped the ball a ton last year. He's just looking like an improved football player, man. So Kamari Wilson got the start at safety. I thought he did a better job in the run game. We got to see more physical presence with him coming downhill and making some tackles. Wasn't enough throws downfield for me to really test him. We'll find out more about him and if Trey Dean's not back next week, because another thing too, I think last show I said that it wasn't a move. Trey Dean's out injured. So the depth chart move that we talked about last show wasn't because of
play on the field,
benching or anything like that.
Now, it will be interesting to see what they do moving forward after this, though.
Right. So we'll see what happens in the Mizzou game with Trey Dean and Kamari Wilson in the safety position, man. But overall, I thought the safeties look better this game, considering a linebacker play is abysmal. A lot of missed tackles early on. Amari Burney went out with an injury, didn't come back in. I don't know how healthy he is or what's up with what the status is with him. But I liked what I seen out of DeWarren Black when he came on the field. I thought he was active and productive. I don't know why he's not getting more snaps. He makes plays in special teams. He's out there flying around making plays whenever he gets the opportunity. When you get players that's doing shit like that, when they get snaps, they make plays. You gotta give them more reps, especially if you're struggling at the position. I want to see more 30 and more 12 at linebacker. Got the right number? Or am I talking about 6? Because she's big.
It don't matter. This ain't the big show. We did the big show
already.
It's time for the big show. We've been hanging out crazy long.
Yeah, we out here.
No cap. Yeah, let's get out of here, man.
Hey, man, everybody for the hurricane, man. Anybody that's, be like prayers out to everybody that was affected by the hurricane, man. A lot of people homes was destroyed. A lot of people displaced right now, man. Just prayers out to everybody, man. The Fort Myers, Sarasota area, everybody on the west coast of Florida, man. You know what I'm saying? Big prayers.
Yeah, prayers to the southwest side of Florida, man. This is one of the biggest hurricanes, the most devastating hurricanes to hit Florida. So definitely prayers to people that was affected by it. A lot of people in Fort Myers, homes were destroyed. Even all through Central Florida, man. It was a damn tropical storm when it hit Daytona, and Daytona has a lot of flooding and have a lot of damage. So yeah, it was a pretty devastating hurricane, man. So prayers to everyone that was involved with it.
Already. We out of here, man. It's the roll up. It's the vibes. Harlan, you're